We know that Nicola was last seen on the upper field next to the River Wyre here in St Michael's at 9:10. She had taken her spaniel Willow out for a walk, and CCTV that we've looked at shows that Nicola did not leave either the allotment lane exit of that riverside area, nor the Rowan Water Caravan Park, which has been discounted, nor any of the other locked or areas covered by CCTV. As I said Friday, this only leaves the path along Garstang Lane onto the A586, which is not covered by CCTV, but the more of those 700 or so vehicle drivers that we can identify and who can confirm that they have neither dashcam footage or saw anything on that morning will help us to close that very small gap. And we've now identified around 700 vehicles that drove through the village on that morning on the 27th of January at around 9:10, 9:15. And we're in the process of speaking to all of those drivers to try and find out if they have any dash cam footage, what they saw on that day, or anything else that may be of value to the police inquiry. But a number of vehicles have already submitted dash cam footage. We know that around that number passed through the village that morning. Clearly not everyone has dash cam footage. So information is coming in literally by the hundreds, if not thousands, almost every day, and therefore it will take us some time to wade through that information. Well, I'm not going to talk about sort of how that those vehicles have been identified, but suffice to say we have identified them. We are in the process of writing to all of them to ask them to come forward and either confirm or negate whether they have anything that they could help us with.
That's not being done in door-to-door terms. You've got to be paying.
Well, clearly not all drivers are local, so we are writing to all those who aren't in the local area, but as I said before, extensive house-to-house has been done. So if they're in the village, they will have been spoken to. Thank you.
You said that because nothing had been found in the river, that doesn't mean that Nicola didn't enter the water. In the same ilk, because nobody's seen her leaving this Garstang Lane entrance or exit, doesn't mean that she couldn't have. Is there any chance that Nicola could have left by that way, either by herself or with somebody else?
Yes, that is a possibility, but that's why we appeal for drivers to come forward to try and close off that avenue, or to at least explain and negate any sightings on that lane. The lane between the riverside on Garstang Lane onto the A586 isn't long. People may have forgotten, they may have been away on holiday and missed much of this publicity. So if that is you and you've returned from holiday or returned from an absence, and this incident has sort of largely passed you by till now, I would ask you to think back to Friday the 27th and whether you were on Garstang Lane and help us exactly close that gap. Thanks.